Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago, and welcome once again to the Bourse Report. Today, I wanted to speak to you about the whole question of retirement and your investing for retirement. I say investing for retirement rather than simply saving for retirement because monies that you put away for the retirement age, it must be invested actively in the earlier years so as to produce maximum outcome for you that you would benefit most from retirement. And so I wanted to speak today, and I am going to speak about the whole question of group retirement funds as opposed to pension funds. Group retirement funds provide you with a great deal of flexibility and allow you to determine at what point in time your funds will mature. It also, for the purposes of contributory funds, allows you to make a contribution as well as your employer to make a contribution towards your overall savings or returns from retirement. So let's start today looking at our first exhibit where we talk about what are the benefits of group retirement funds. Of course, just like a pension fund, professionally managed, potential for higher returns as it is invested over time, cost-effective with very little or few upfront charges as opposed to pension funds. We'll talk a little bit about that later. Control over your estate, what do you do for the beneficiaries and so on. Employees enjoy returns in a group retirement fund where there's a contributory payment by the employee as well as the employer. So you get significant benefits and contributions. Most importantly, are tax deductible with registered funds. And we'll show an example of this as we go along. Moving along then to the next table, the benefits for the employees. Let's go to the next table. We talked about the tax benefits. And what you will see here in terms of the tax benefits is that for an individual can contribute into a retirement fund up to $50,000 now, and this contribution is tax deductible. So the bottom line is that you have a significant saving, and the saving translates at a 25% tax rate of $12,500 at the maximum level. Comparison in retirement funds with pension funds, the tax benefit is the same. The administration cost is somewhat lower because there are very few deductions apart from the fees and more flexibility in terms of when your retirement fund comes back to you as opposed to pension funds where it is normally at the 60-year level, and that is standard for all employees. We talked about the question of savings on the contribution, and what we can show here is in terms of your at $50,000, your contribution will be $4,166. At the mid-level of about $25,000 per year, your contribution could be about $2,083. The tax benefit comes back to you at 25% at $12,500 at the maximum level and $6,250 at a $25,000 level of contribution. I want to turn very quickly to the benefits of investing and the power of compounding with investments. And I'm going to speak about two scenarios. The first is, Hema spoke to the question of bonus, I think earlier, either onset or offset, that senior managers and middle-level managers would get a bonus. What do you do with this bonus? Do you run it straight through and subject it to taxation and not use it for the long-term savings? If you do not have the need for immediate and significant cash flow, it makes sense to take your funds and invest it in through a group retirement fund. And we can talk a lot about that more. If you are in a small to medium-sized company where you can redirect your bonus rather than through income into that fund by the employer. Benefits, of course, the net benefit if you took $100,000, for example, and put it out there for 10 years, you would be getting a benefit as opposed to just retaining it for expenditure, you would get a net benefit at a 6% return of $1.4 million as opposed to simply putting it aside without that power of compounding or significant power. So you have a net benefit of $522,000. So let's move quickly now to another scenario where you as an investor, as an employee, will save. When should you start saving? You should start saving as early as possible, even from your first paycheck, because what you don't want to be is to be short of funds as you move to retirement. The longer you save, the power of compounding will take you to more significant benefits. If you started saving at age 25 for 30 years at 6%, you would have a value of investment of $502,000 on $3,000 worth of investment. Makes sense for you to invest. Look for more details in our report at boursinvestment.com. Go to our website and you should see those kinds of benefits. We are running out of time. Today's a packed day. As I said, look to our website and look for us in the newspapers, where we'll provide much more details of the benefit of investing for retirement. Save, invest, make sure that you have that lump sum to supplement if you have already a pension fund, but to enhance your retirement benefits over time. Look for us in the newspapers for our Save, Invest and Bourse Mutual Funds, where we provide a report on our returns. Look at our website and go ahead and start investing for retirement now. You will not regret it. This is Subhash Ramkelawan for the Bourse Report.